How's it going, everybody? So in this video I am going to talk about a six-pack ab tip video. So before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. Please follow me on Instagram, Dillenberg999. Okay, one tip, and I have done this lots of times. I've really messed this up. One tip that people do when they're trying to get six-pack abs is they drop their carbohydrate intake. They drop it, and what happens is if you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, like when I'm bulking and I'm trying to gain muscle, I eat quite a bit of carbohydrates because that's how I get my calories in. Basically what I do is I eat 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein and then half a gram per pound of body weight of fat, and then the rest is just all carbohydrates. So what I've done multiple times is I went from eating like 400 or 500 grams of carbohydrates, and then what I'll do is when I try cutting weight, I'll drop those carbohydrates to like 100 grams. What this does is this will completely shock your body, and in a couple of days you'll notice, hey, I'm losing like 4 or 5 pounds of fat because your carbohydrate intake is, your glycogen intake is getting depleted. What happens after that is your body starts to go in survival mode, and you will notice you feel really sluggish. So people that are eating carbohydrates and then they're trying to cut weight, trying to get their abs, they're trying to lose body fat, they go on these ketogenic diets or they go on these low carb diets. You're not getting that carbohydrate intake. You're not getting that energy source. Your body's going to make that energy source through ketones using keto bodies from the fat intake. So I'm a big believer in, when you're cutting weight, keeping your carbohydrate intake very high. Don't cut, obviously to lose weight you have to drop your carbohydrate intake a little bit, but you don't need to drop it too much. And I noticed this is something that I really struggle with. And what I've noticed is when I cut weight and I try to get my abs really shredded and I keep my carbohydrate intake higher, my workouts are so much better. And my abs, they are way more shredded when I keep that carbohydrate intake up. So if you guys are doing the keto diet, that's fine. If you guys like it, keep doing it. But if you're noticing like, hey, I'm going lower carbs and I'm not feeling very good, or my workouts aren't very intense, or my abs aren't really that shredded, try still being in a caloric deficit, but try eating more carbohydrates. And if that requires you dropping your fat just a little bit, that's fine, or your protein a little bit. What I've noticed is people who cut weight, their protein intake is usually really high, and sometimes their fat intake is a little bit too high too. Fat, you need, I would say, minimum 0.5 grams per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, I would recommend at least 100 grams of fat per day. So end of video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram, Dillenberg999.